It is I, Mr. Klaus, here on another episode of daily analysis. Um, I haven't been active for a while. Uh, there were lots of circumstances that led to that. Let me see. The first, I was kind of busy. Apart from the trade, I was kind of busy. Then I was down mentally, psychologically because of I remember saying that my account was around $2. So as of then, I think I said it in my last video. They only had $2 plus on the account. So um I wasn't trading after that, and my psychology was kind of down. It made I couldn't really trust what I plotted. Even if some of the things I plotted actually went accordingly. It just like 75 was giving me an issue at that very moment because that was the only thing I trade. I don't trade. I try not to trade multiple pairs because of conflicting lot size and calculations. So and the account is small, so that I just based on one particular pair. So if I lose, it's from one pair, not that I went to another pair with different lot size that I wasn't really familiar with. So I just went AWOL for a while. Then on Sunday, I had a trade. I didn't do it on my phone, on my PC. I did it completely on my phone. I had a trade that gave me $7. Um, Not this. This one was I was yesterday night stroke early morning today. I don't know where that very okay it should be down. It happened on Sunday. That trade happened on Sunday. Um, and the way I even got it, it was kind of like a sniper entry somehow. I think was it this? This Saturday? Looking for Sunday. This Sunday. I got that entry from a 15 minutes time frame. Let's go to a 15-minute time frame. It's not that 15 minutes was what gave me the trade entry, but it was kind of like a building block to it. Yep, is this. This was where I got the trade. This very level here. I got it exactly from here. Took it from here till I closed it around there before it went back down and then started buying. So I closed it around there. I closed it manually. My TP was probably around this very level. So why did I even get in on the trade? Um I got in on the trade because I saw something of this nature. I saw another block. This was another block here. And then this one came all the way to this imbalance or fair value gap. Because I learned some other things while I was away. I understood the imbalance stroke and fair value gap a little better. So if it was a normal me here, I would have put here as our um other block. The other block. Yeah. I would have put here as my other block, and then SL maybe I would this would have closed the market. So I then understood that from the video I watched, understood that there were other blocks that are very close to imbalances. Now, those ones that are close to imbalance means that they are valid other blocks. But anyone that has no imbalance and probably it has a week in it is not all that valid. So that was literally what I used on here, because if you see here, there's a little bit This first one gave us an imbalance here. Came there retest. Second one, another imbalance. Let me just map it out. This was the imbalance. Yeah. If you go down to the 5 minute time frame, you will see an order block with it. Then same thing happened on here, another imbalance. If you go down to the 5 minute time frame, you might see an order block also around there. Now this very huge imbalance, this very one, yeah. What I did was that I mapped it from here. Then when I went down to the 5 minute time frame, I saw that the imbalance was around this very level. It was around this 50 with an order block around this level here. So I then took my trade around there. So it was a very, very, very nice sniper entry, honestly. So after that, I didn't take any other trade till yesterday night because it was going up and I didn't really see any opportunity to buy after missing this very one because I was initially looking for this market to shift on this 15-minute time frame, then retest this level here as retest this fair value gap or this imbalance here, which it didn't retest and just kept going up. So I didn't get any trade on it um, until yesterday. This is our day high and our day low. This is it. And then I got this trade by using the um I used a bunch. I used the 24-hour to map out um the initial body of the candle. Then I came down to the 4 hours time frame, which I don't think I really even used that 4 hours time frame because it was kind of complicated as fuck. But I still like mapped out the previous high, which is this. I still mapped it out and I saw that it took okay, no, this is not this is one that I used, I guess. Took care because it gave us this then still going up. So as I saw that it was going up, I then waited for the thing to do two things. I waited for two scenarios to happen. It wasn't on this 1 minute time frame, it was on the 15-minute time frame. I was waiting for two scenarios to happen. Now on the 15-minute time frame, what I was waiting for is I was waiting for two things, like I said. I was waiting for market to 'cause after I saw this sweep on that very time frame, I was waiting for market to okay. Firstly, before this very one, before the buy option, I was waiting for a sell. So I already plotted out that market will have to get to this very level here and probably sell. Then I also found this imbalance around there. So the imbalance was here. If you go to the 5 minute time frame, I think I saw another imbalance at this very top here with another block. So I put that why it's around that very level. So that is what I was initially waiting for. I was initially waiting for the sell before I then saw this. So I was waiting for market to um just get up to this very level. And I was like, based on where I landed, the guy was doing something like ping pong. We call it a ping pong, where you buy, you sell, you buy, you sell, according to how the market went. So I said, let me try it out. So I tried it out. I looked at it and I was like, okay, it's going to buy. We're expecting a buy. Either it will buy to this very level or it's going to continue, making it a break, retest, and continuation. But since it just gave us a break liquidity sweep, then it got back inside it and then it closed this very candle in it. That means that it's going to go up. So what I was then waiting for, I was waiting for this shift to form, and then after the shift formed, I went down to the 5 minute time frame. At the 5 minute time frame, yeah, there was an imbalance, a fair value gap. This is just a breakdown of the trade I took. Probably psychology. I'm not really going to take any or analyze any trade today. Just a breakdown of how I got this very trade. And yeah, this was the shift MMSS, the shift that happened. It came up a little bit above it, so it was a valid shift. Then we have our this is APA level, so you could have gotten your entry from here if you had used the APA level. But then one thing I also saw was that when you go to the 1 minute time frame, you see that this very candle, yeah, was a shift on the 1 minute time frame. This was a shift, yeah, but then it didn't really get into this very level, yeah. So this could have been our APA level. So I had two shifts, this for the 5 minute time frame and this for the 1 minute time frame. But I didn't really use this for the this 1 minute time frame because 1 minute will give you very slight little move. So I was waiting for this one to give us the actual big move that we are looking for, that we're waiting for. Then when it gave us that, I mapped this out as our imbalance, and then my SL was around here. And then mind you, this was also um, I use it as a kind of second confirmation. Like I had this confirmation, and then I had this confirmation. I could have gotten in a year, but I was trying to be safe with the money I had. So I just took it at this very, very level, yeah. Now taking it at that very level, I watched it. As you can see, it dipped in, went up, came down, went up a little, came back, retested. This dance on there before I slept off. So before I slept off, I reduced this my loss because I think I slept off when it was still around here. So I just moved my SL to this very level, yeah, because he has tested this other block. So I expect it to also respect this. If you break this very other block, then it's a change. So that's why I put my SL around this very other block. Then it, as you can see, it came kind of close to it, but then it ran up and then it gave us our TP. Now another thing I'm trying to also do is to make sure that I'm going for a 2 or a 3 raised to reward. I don't want to go higher than that. If you see this is 4 raised to reward. Okay, this is a 3.7, it's almost a 4. Why I did it like that? Because it was a sell. So I was expecting it to get to this very level, break it, and then continue its downtrend. That is what I saw on the 1 hour on the daily. It's going down, and then I think it's literally the same thing on the 4 hours and 1 hour time frame. So this gave us our TP. I think it gave us 5 point something dollar. Then this one, because this was the initial thing we were waiting for. As you can see, if I had increased my lot size a little, my SL a little bit, I would have been in profit on that. Let's say if I had used this, now it's too high. So honestly, I don't know why. I just feel like it just went out to take liquidity. It just went out to take liquidity. So I was it liquidity that should be taken. So it used me for a liquidity take. And then that is how I lost this. If not, I would have been a $7 profit on this very level, yeah. But anyways, I think I lost 1.9 something. So getting 5.7 something and then losing 1.9 something, almost $2. I think got up to $3 plus. So it wasn't bad overall for this trade as a whole. So that is just it about it. And as you can see, if I was kind of active at the level that this dropped to, yeah, I might had gotten in on another trade. I might had or not. I don't know. But if you can see, here was like the hit went up. That's no argument, just straight up, straight up to initial what we are looking for. So that is that for this. And like I said, the market is actually going down. It's going down very. This we had a slight imbalance here, so came retest this level. Then there's still a slight imbalance around there. So you could have used this whole level, yeah. These are imbalance, and since we are at the extreme, could have used this as our entry and then down. But if we were around this very level here, when we still had this here, we use the very top and then use it as our SL. So it's almost the same thing. If we had used here, this would be our SL. If we had used this same place here, this is still our SL. So one thing is just to figure out where to put the perfect, well, not a perfect, but a kind of good SL that even if market just want to accumulate some little kind of things, it won't really use it as a liquidity for the trade. So that is just the things I'm trying to learn. And where am I learning all this? It's just YouTube, watching TikTok. I just scrolling, and I might see something of value, and then I will sit down, listen to it, think about it. If it's something that I can use, if it's something that looks familiar to what I'm doing, then if it's something that looks familiar to what I'm doing, just that they put more insight into it, then I will use it. Then there's this other one I learned about other blocks. I still don't really know how to use it all that much, but they are kind of useful in a continuation trend. So that is just it. This is it for today. Um, Psychologically, yeah, what I'm trying to do is to I'm trying to make my trades profitable, because if your trading is good but you're not getting those profits, you're not getting profit, it will damage your psychology. So that's why I'm going for 3 2 risk to reward as my highest. So even if the market maybe goes according to what I planned and then it want to retest, it would have given me my 2 or 3 before retesting. As you can see, this, if not for this very one that came up here, if not for this um SL that was around there, and this was 3. Let's see, this is 2, this is 2. We could have gotten this trade if not for the SL. Then if we go for the 3, would have eventually even gotten it also. So this 2 on was before it started going back. We could have gotten the our TP. So that is just what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to like get myself in that position where I know that as long as I'm analyzing and as long as it's a 2%, a 3% kind of thing, is a sure TP before any weird movement. So that is what I'm trying to do, to be profitable first. When I'm profitable, that means I've built up my psychology and I've built up my confidence. Then I can start going for a 10, a 20, or whatever amount RR I want to go for. Because by then I will have money to refund the account if I blow it. Because I don't use prop firms, I just use my own funds, so my hard earned money. That's just what I use. And prop firm, I've tried looking for prop firm that actually trade volatility 75. I can't find them. I don't know why. There was one that I wanted to use they say they trade synthetics, but when I went into it to see the synthetics, I couldn't find volatility times 5. I was seeing boom, not boom, doom or something. I was seeing different kind of things I've never heard about. So it made I didn't put mind on prop firm. But anyways, that is just it for today. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll create another video. Then I might analyze. But for today, this is just it. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, a subscription, or a follow back. Yeah, we'll meet again on the next video.